Honestly, I'm getting a bit tired of it. Turkeys. Check out that sun. Good afternoon. It's 4:30 on Tuesday. Yep, 4:30. I've been job interviewing most of the afternoon, so I'm out on a little late afternoon, early evening stroll. I've been interviewing with a number of large and prestigious hospitals in New Hampshire and Boston. So they're putting me through the ringer. They've been putting me through multiple rounds of interviews and meeting people, and so I'm kind of honestly, I'm getting a bit tired of it. I really would like to get back to work already. I've put in for some other jobs too. I put in for another state job, and I also put in for a university job as a director of career and professional something. Looked like something I would probably be fairly good at. So I've been throwing my hat in the ring. The thing is, I'm not just applying willy-nilly to any old job just to apply for something, you know. I'm applying to things that interest me and that I feel I would be successful at, or in, or both. So, per usual, this ride is not destined to go anywhere in particular. My only caveat being I would like to get home before it gets really dark. That's when all the little woodland critters and some not so little woodland critters start coming out, so turkeys. Well, I'm facing the unmistakable dread of knowing that summer is almost over. There's still a few weeks left, but the calendar is going to be turning over to September before I know it. And that means the dread of winter coming. I'll say it a million times and shout it from the rooftops. I love me in New Hampshire summer. I like spring and fall too, but winter, nope. Y'all can keep your ice and snow. I'd take the cold if it didn't snow. People say, well, global warming and climate change and the winters are getting milder. Well, yeah, last winter was mild, but then at the end of March and again at the beginning of April, we got 2 storms. And each one dumped 2 feet of snow, no exaggeration, on us. That's a dang lot of snow to have to clean up in one storm. 2 feet. Crazy. And connecting the weather with employment, excuse me, connecting weather with employment, I mean, I could take an online therapy job, doing online therapy, but I have student loans up the Yahoo that I need to pay off, and I'm on a program that is helping me do that, a government program. So I need to work at certain employers in order to remain on that program. I either have to work for government, whether it's local, state, or federal, or I have to work for a nonprofit. So that limits me in what I can do. And anytime I apply somewhere, unless it's really obvious, like the military, every time I apply somewhere, I have to check on the student loan website and make sure that the employer is a qualifying employer for this program. And the way you do that is you plug in the employer identification number, EIN, and you just basically make up a start date, and it tells you whether they're eligible, ineligible, or undetermined. So obviously I stay away from the ineligible, and I also stay away from the undetermined because I don't want to get into a job and find out, oh, they're not qualified. So, now that I've gone off on that little tangent, I could do the online therapy thing, which actually I can't because all these telehealth therapy jobs are ineligible for this program. But if I was to do that, I mean, you can make really good money doing that. And if I was to do that, then clearly I could live anywhere where I can get internet, which once you're out in the middle of nowhere, you can pretty much get internet everywhere. So if I could do that, then I could live somewhere warmer in the wintertime, like I've talked about before. And then be here in the summer. But I can't do that, so at least not right now. So I have to be very choosy about who I go to work for. I've had to avoid some jobs that seemed like they would be pretty cool and a good fit because they're not eligible for the program. So I have to be choosy about who I work for, and more often than not, we'll have to work on site at wherever this job is. Most social work jobs are on site. They require you to actually be on site. So, and for right now, at least, I want to stay living in New Hampshire. So, that's that. But I have that dread of winter coming. And I guess you could say it's a little early to have that dread, but when you start seeing back to school ads on TV and back to school stuff in stores, you can't help but think about it. I used to love back to school shopping. Not not so much clothes shopping. In fact, I kind of hated clothes shopping when I was a kid. But school supply shopping was my jam. I loved getting new pens and notebooks and whatever, Sharpies. That was my jam. And as an adult, I still love shopping for office supplies. I love going into Staples. Sorry, I keep yawning. Going into Staples and getting sticky notes and Sharpies and pens and all that stuff. Good times. I decided to go back home the way I came instead of doing a big loop. I guess because I wanted to push the envelope and see how close to dusk I get. The sun is starting to set. And I am heading home now. So I am going to end the video here so I can concentrate on getting home. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like, leave a comment down below. Please subscribe. Most of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and it really helps out my channel to get subscriptions, likes, comments. It really helps out a lot. So if the urge strikes you, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Check out that sun. I'm gonna get home before it gets dark. No doubt about it. Good afternoon. It's 10 minutes to 2, and I am out for a little ride. The sky is really hazy. There's wildfire smoke coming down from Canada again, so everything's hazy. The sky, the mountains, the sun. But it's a beautiful day, otherwise. It's about 80 degrees or so. Just out for a stroll.
Sad eyes, don't you cry, 'cause you know. Little sad eyes, love will come, love will go. And when you're strong, you never ask why. But can you learn to love your weakest side? Little sad eyes, I see you carry all that pain. It's a sad life. If the hurt is all in vain, but you'll get through the darkest nights when you learn to find your shining lights. Little sad eyes, don't you see I am right behind you? Don't you know I'm carrying your weight when you're down, and when you're out, I'll be around. When you're strong, you never ask why. But I have learned to love your weaker side. Little sad eyes, don't you know I am right behind you? Don't you see I'm carrying your weight? I'll take your hurt, I'll share your pain, and I'll dry your tears. Little sad